Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the American Pop Culture Series channel. I hope that you guys are having a wonderful day, enjoying this slightly warm weather in February. Let's go ahead and get into the view. They kick off talking about what we're all talking about right now. Former Prince Andrew has been arrested, and there hasn't been a member of the royal family arrested in 400 years. So, this is huge news globally. So, as we know, his title as prince was stripped due to his connection with Jeffrey Epstein and those files that are coming out. So, Andrew Mountbatten Windsor was arrested on suspicion of misconduct in public office following the emergence of documents detailing communication between him and Jeffrey Epstein. He has repeatedly denied any wrongdoing, and so there are pictures of him, circulating all over the internet. Today was his birthday. And from what I understand, they came in plain clothes, the officers in the UK, and they took him while he was eating his birthday cake. So he was put in jail for a few hours. And then when he came back, there's pictures of him in a car. He's kind of scrunched down, trying to hide from the paparazzi. And the ladies are just discussing, that this was a financial crime more so than Jeffrey Epstein, which I thought was interesting. And Sunny said that, when she was working for the government, you guys know that she was a federal prosecutor, that they were unable to take any type of financial gifts. They couldn't accept any gift that was more than $25. She said, and even when they had $25 gifts, she would just give them back, just to be on the safe side. And she showed a clip of Michelle Obama saying that, when she was around all these beautiful clothes and sweaters. She said she felt like she had been Oprah, like, you get a car, you get a car, you get a car. But she said, my husband, because he's my husband and we're in office, said that you can't accept that right now. And so they compared that to Donald Trump, who, as we know, has accepted a gift from Qatar of a luxury jet, among many other gifts. He's, I think, was it like the Trump card? I don't know. I was born and raised here in the US, so I'm not really sure about the citizenship card where you can purchase one for the Trump card, like a gold and a platinum one for like a couple $1 million or something like that. But I thought that was a very interesting comparison, especially since Donald Trump has said earlier, right, that he was going to sue the American taxpayers for $10 billion, and now he's just going to pretty much take $10 billion and donate it to his new peace um, foundation. I guess he's put his name on the Donald Trump Peace Institute. So he's going to donate $10 billion of taxpayer money to his own charity, and use the money that way. He's enriched himself quite handsomely since his second term of office. But I just thought that was really interesting. So, moving on from that, there's public scrutiny over the sheriff's handling of the Guthrie case. So, as we know, Nancy Guthrie, the mother of Savannah Guthrie, she has been missing for 19 days. And this whole situation has been so heartbreaking. I mean, everyone is looking at the sheriff. At first, there was a small reward for her return. Then it grew to $100,000. Now I believe it's up to $200,000. But it's so sad. She was 84 years old. Or I shouldn't say was, because we don't know her status. But I said that initially because she had a pacemaker that was connected to her iPhone, or her Apple Watch, excuse me. And they lost the connection. And she had daily medication that she needed in 19 days. I mean, I just, it's heartbreaking, the entire situation. We've seen Savannah get online with her siblings and, just plead with the kidnappers to please return her mother, or at least, show them some signs of life, or show them that, that she's okay. But as the days go by and the weeks are flying by, it's becoming more and more of a desperate situation. So people are looking at the sheriff and the rest of the law enforcement, just kind of wondering what's going on. Are there any updates? Because the sheriff came out and said that it may take years for them to find Nancy, which is, in a lot of people's opinion, it's unacceptable, especially in 2026. Now there's so much technology. I mean, almost everyone has a Ring camera on their house. There's cameras everywhere. I don't understand how someone could take an 84-year-old woman, you know what I mean, from her home, just was in the middle of the day, I believe, and there'd be no trace of her. So I really hope that they find her soon. Um, even if unfortunately, even if she's not, still with us, at least give Savannah and her siblings the closure that they need, and that they can, bury their mother if she has passed, bury her with the dignity and respect that the Guthrie family deserves. So let's keep it moving forward with the next segment. Trump hosts a Black History Month celebration. As we remember, Trump posted the Obamas with that racist meme of them being apes, or said, a staffer did it. But if it was a staffer, the staffer had not been fired. And that's what the ladies were talking about, right? So we know Savannah Christie is filling in for um, Alyssa Farah while she just gave birth to a baby boy. So she's on maternity leave. And Savannah, her parents were pardoned by Trump. She's going to stand by Trump no matter what. Sonny, said that meme of the Obamas was racist, and I absolutely agree. She says, and Whoopi chimed in and said, there is a history of behavior from Trump not, going to court and not renting to Black tenants, to he didn't want any Black people on the floor in his casinos. The meme, of course, with the Obamas, just all these multiple, the exonerated five. He took out a full page ad in the New York Times of the five teenage boys who were exonerated from that horrific crime. But he called for their lives, pretty much. And, it's just like one thing after another, after another, after another. Donald Trump has a very long list of offensive behavior. And unfortunately, that resonates with a lot of people and a lot of his voters and a lot of his base. So I believe that Savannah, feels that she is indebted to Donald Trump because he pardoned her parents. But Sunny is, she's standing on business. She's like, listen, Donald Trump is a racist, and the crowd, or the audience, all applauded. She said, his behavior is unacceptable. Savannah saying, it was a staffer who posted that meme, and so she asked her, well, was the staffer fired? And she's like, well, no. Okay, well, there's your answer. Moving right along. um, oh, we have Amber Ruffin. Amber Ruffin is before I get to Amber, they are celebrating Dick Gregory for Black History Month. He used satire to confront segregation, racial discrimination, and poverty during the civil rights movement. So he is an amazing Black History Month recipient and recognized today. But Amber Ruffin has a new original musical on Broadway titled Bigfoot, and she said it's hilarious. And they actually cut to Bigfoot, who the actor who was in the bathroom, and he said that he wanted to come and be a co-host. He said, I'm hairy and I'm hilarious, so I would make a great co-host for the View panel. But he said, yeah, come see this show, come check them out on Broadway. If I was closer to New York, I absolutely would. I love comedies and I love Broadway. So if you guys are in New York and you see it, drop down in the comments and let me know your thoughts. But I thought this show was really good. I think that Savannah is, she may be a little bit, intimidated by the ladies. I mean, live TV is, I mean, that's intimidating in and of itself. But she's, doing her best to try to represent her, Republican um, what host who's on, maternity leave and trying to, represent the Republican Party in a positive light. So I have to give my, that I'll just say this. I don't think it's easy, right? I love this show, but being on live television where, you can't start over, there are no, cut, stop, you know what I mean? So there's no redos or retouches. So I definitely commend her for coming on. And what I didn't like though is her telling Sonny that, um, in their conflicting opinion. It's like if people have opinions, that's why they call this show a view. Don't say that somebody's opinion is wrong, even if you disagree with it. So, with that being said, I hope that you guys have a wonderful evening. Drop down the comments, let me know your thoughts, and I will talk with you in the next video. Take care, guys. Bye.